So in about 4 minutes we can start there. Oh, so okay. Okay, hello. Welcome to the first ever Black Pudding Show live video lesson. So for the next few weeks, and I will be doing a series of video lessons for free, and they will be in 3 levels. Beginner, which is absolute basics of English, like hello, how are you? In intermediate, which is about B1, first certificate, what we'll do today, and advanced, which will be C1, C2, advanced English. Today, we're going to do intermediate. So, one thing. There, shall we paint the video? One thing. If there's any problems, please tell me. Please leave me a comment in my in the comments for the audio fidelity, and if you have any questions, of course. So please, if you could be patient with me, because this is the first time we're doing this. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to check and test the stream, because normally we stream our quiz on YouTube. This is the first time I've streamed on Facebook. So what is the video quality like? I'm wondering. What I'm going to do is just turn on my phone and check what it's like. So, how are you today? Happy? I know I am. Excuse me. So, let's see what the stream looks like. Black Pudding Show. Give me 1 second. Mucho, can you check the stream for me there? On the phone. What? Can you check on your computer the stream, please? El micro está abierto, ¿no? So please, some patience. Aye.
Yes, not.
Perfect. That looks good, doesn't it?
I don't know how big is the.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be just. I'm there.
Okay. Perfect. Continue. So, thank you very much for the show. All right. So let's begin with me. So today, I don't mean this. Today we're going to talk about travel. Today's topic is travel, and travel is obviously something very important. Okay. Oh, let's try and make the fonts bigger. Wait. That's too. That's too big. So why will we go for 24? So today's topic is travel. Whoa. Excuse me. Today's topic is travel. So, what is travel? Travel is where you go from one place to another place for a reason. So, why do we travel? So, for example, we travel for pleasure, like to go on vacation, or we travel for business. Okay, these are the two main travels. So, what is another word for going on for traveling? Okay, can you see that? Maybe it's a bit too small. I can make it a bit bigger. What's another word for going traveling? Oh, come on. For going traveling, for example, a trip. A trip is a journey. Like a trip to the shop. I went to the shop. I took a trip to the shop. What else would be another word for trip? Okay, so what we're going to do would be another word for trip. Journey, for example. Let's think of another word. Voyage. I'm just thinking of all of these now. Voyage. I've actually got things written down in my book that I want to talk about. So, these are all these things. But what you also call it is a holiday. Now, remember, this is intermediate. This is not very, very, very difficult. But it's not very, very, very easy. So it's somewhere in the middle. So if this is too easy for you, tomorrow we have the advanced class. If it's too hard, on Wednesday we have the basic beginner class. Okay. So number 5, another word would be, very, very close to the Spanish word, vacation or vacation. Vacation. What's another word? Oh, a lovely little word would be a getaway. These are all synonyms of each other. A getaway. So, what we're going to do now is that we're going to make a sentence out of each of these words. Okay, for example, we go for trip. I went. Oh, let me just. That's a robot. I have a Spanish keyboard, so it's a bit confusing for me. I went on a trip yesterday. To Burgos. I went trip yesterday to Burgos. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Journey. The journey. The journey took 5 hours. So you stop. So you see the difference between the two words already. The journey took 5 hours. So these two sentences are also in the past tense. So I went on a trip yesterday to Burgos and the journey took five hours. The real difference there with journey is that journey would be the passage or the passage of you going there. So we can add an adjective here. For example, car journey. We could do boat journey. We could do what else? Plane journey. Okay. So you can get. I don't highlight there. So you can put any of those. So voyage is also very, very similar. Now voyage we kind of use. It's not a word that's used very often. It's a French word that we use in English, but it's not very popular, and it's not used a lot. So, but the cruise was a great voyage. Something silly. So, voyage always a great voyage. The cruise was a great voyage. Voyage always makes me think of people like Magellan or Christopher Columbus, or how do you say? Christopher Columbus is Cristobal Colon, and Magellan was Magellane. I don't remember. It always makes me think of a big boat voyage, a voyage like the Titanic was a voyage until it was on a voyage until it crashed into the iceberg. So, holiday is obviously something different. A holiday is the same as a vacation. It's where you have a specific period of time to go somewhere. So, for example, I live in Spain, but I go on holidays in summertime to Ireland. So let's write that down. I am going to Ireland for my spelled wrong. Holidays. For my holidays, my vacation. Okay. There you go. Spelled my country wrong. For my holidays, vacation. Okay. A vacation, we could use this. I have 6 months of vacation left. Okay. And now, this beautiful word. The probably most interesting of all those words is getaway. And a getaway is, as I said, is a time that you get to go away. So it's like the most frequent adjective that we have with getaway would be my parents are on. So this is the adjective that you're the preposition you use with it. Are on a romantic getaway, for example. Beautiful. Right. Oh, I'm having so much problems with that. So what we'll do is these are our 6 first vocabulary words: trip, journey, voyage, holiday, vacation, and getaway. Now I might do some verbs. So we can start to build sentences through using what we have here. So the verbs we're going to do are going to be in 3 tenses. Okay? So let's make another old title there, will we? An old title. Tense. Verbs. So, verbs. Okay, we go for what number was that again? 14. So we have 14. Can you see the text well? Okay, so the verbs we're going to study will be verbs and phrases related to traveling. So the first one would be plan, of course. To plan. So when you're writing verbs in English, you always put the to. Okay? This is the infinitive form in English for verbs. If you get rid of the to, it's what we call a bare infinitive. I mean, there's different words, different ways to call it, but that's what I was taught to call it. So, my thing's a bit shaky there. So to plan, to travel. Okay. To look forward. Okay, let's just start with those three. So, to plan is obviously a very obvious one. I plan my holidays. So we're going to take these verbs in the past, in the present, the past, and the future. Okay? Very simple to start with. We don't have to rush. Okay, so the present for plan is very easy. Okay? So we always have I plan. Okay? I know this is kind of boring and kind of simple, but it's very important to have that the basic things in English. You plan. I think you can probably do the rest of it yourself. He, she, it plans. So, it plans, probably you're not going to see much of that, to be fair. We plan. I'll make these a bit bigger, right? We plan. You, and like I always put this in brackets, you all. You all plan. So in Ireland, we tend to use different words for the you plural, the you all plan. So we say ye a lot of the time. For example, okay, they plan. So easy, the present tense. Okay, so the past tense. Let's take I planned. So you see the word then takes the two ends. So here's a little tip. What I do, for example, when I'm learning Spanish, is I tend to plan. I tend to throw, okay, the word in when I don't know it. So Google tells me it's like a I don't know. It's like a free spelling device, Google. Well, not free because they're taking your data and stuff. But look, okay. You planned. Okay. He, she, it planned. Okay. We planned. And you planned. And they planned. So, very simple stuff, no? I mean, you all guess. The word is not irregular per se, but it does in the past it takes another N, the verb plan. Okay, and so in the future, we can make the future in two ways in English. There's obviously other ways, okay? There's many ways, but the basic form would either be I will or I am. I will, I am, but I am going to. Okay, plan. I mean, though that is the basic form in two ways. I will or I am going to plan. When do you use one and the other? Will is like more certain, whereas I'm going. It's hard. Like will would be. I should just do a class directly on this. Will would be more like scientific facts. Will you go to the asking questions? Will you go to the shop for me? Look, we can cover this another day, but this is the basic form. So now, why this is tricky is because, okay, you will, he will, he will, she will, they will, excuse me, it will, okay, if this is just, it's so easy, you know, and this is one thing about English. At points, it can be very easy. We will. You will. So it's very hot here today in Burgos. Oof. You will, and they will. So, with the other form, the I am going, you need to know the verb to be in English. So, the verb to be in English, because you're making a thing, would be you are going to. Okay, you're going to plan. So what we're going to do here, so you don't confuse it. Yes. You will plan. He, she will plan. 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 They will plan. So it's obviously repetitive enough, but it's important because you're seeing that infinitive, bare infinitive. For this part of the future, you get rid of the to, but with the I am going to, it's the root infinitive. So you've got the bare infinitive here, and then you've got the normal infinitive here for the going to. So, as I said, when you're using the going to, you need to know he, she, okay, he, she, it is going to. People have a lot of trouble with that. Oh, I'm running out of space here. I can't. He, she, it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just get rid of that. Shh. Oh, what's that? Delete. Is going to. Okay, I'll clear that up later when I have more time. We are going to. Excuse me. We are going to. You are going to. And they are going to. Now, hopefully I won't have to do that again, because it can be very repetitive doing the verbs, but they're right there for us now. So now we can start taking our verbs and we can start taking our vocabulary and we can start making some sentences. Okay? So let's take the first word and then take it. So let's go for eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch your finger with it. Let's go for we. A getaway is like a... Hello, Pujo. A getaway is like a vacation and a holiday. It's another word for either of them. So let's go for 14. Okay, we planned a trip to. Let's say Cork, where I'm from. We planned a trip to Cork. Beautiful. Let's go for journey. So let's use one of the other verbs. So travel. So let's go for the present tense. Okay? So when you're talking about recurring things, when you're talking about recurring actions or things that you do often, we can use the present tense. So he plans. He travels every year to London. Remember that cities and capitals always have capital letters at the start of it, like C. You see there. Okay, let's pick another one. Let's look forward to what? So it's a more complicated verb, as you can see. So we're just going to keep it into the present, and then if I have time, I will use it in the other tenses. So let's just take I look forward to. Look forward means when you're emotional or excited to do something. So it's literally look forward. It's when you want to do something quite badly. So for example, I look forward to my summer vacation. So you could say I look forward to my summer vacation every spring. That doesn't really make much sense. I look forward to my summer vacation. Let's try more than Christmas. More than my Christmas holidays. Okay, I look forward to my summer vacation more than my Christmas holidays. So you see that beautiful construction here, the more than. So usually when we use look forward to, we use this like this. Are you... Oh, can you see that? Are you looking forward? We usually use it in a... Are you looking forward to dinner? Are you looking forward? Tienes ganas de cenar? Like, are you looking forward to dinner? We usually use it in this continuous form. Yes, I am looking forward to dinner. But I want to try and keep this as simple as possible. Okay? So, are you looking forward to dinner? Yes, I'm looking forward to dinner. Should I give myself an old comma there, will I? Okay. So, now what I think we can do is throw in some adjectives. So, let's do some adjectives. I just give it a bit of space here. So, some adjectives. Title. Adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe things. Okay, that describe nouns. Adverbs then describe verbs. So an adjective, let's go for ones. The ones I picked out today are one of my favorite words. Amazing. Okay, perfect, simple. 2, inviting. Okay. 3, helpful. So I think myself it is helpful to learn adjectives in contrast. So what would be the opposite of amazing? Maybe horrible? What would be the opposite of inviting? I went for disappointing. Okay. Oops. 2 P's. Excuse me. No, English teachers get it wrong sometimes as well. What? And then helpful, I went for useless. So helpful. I mean, you can use all of these words to describe. You can use these words to describe places and people. So people involved in travel. Okay. So people involved in travel. For example, you've got a host. So let's use a host. A host is a person who looks after you when you are traveling. For example, the hotel host was or planned our amazing evening. Okay, beautiful. So the host is the person who works in the hotel, or is the person or for example, in your own house, you can be the host of people for dinner, for example, or you can be the host for a party. So, let's go for the host of the party was horrible. So they were rude, they weren't helpful, they swore, like I swear, they talked too much. Okay. Let's think of a place. So you have the hotel. What other places do people go on vacation? Okay. What other places do people stay? In a cottage? Okay. We are looking forward to staying in my dad's cottage It is very inviting. Inviting. Okay. Means that, like, you know, when you want to enter somewhere, when it's like, oh my god, that looks, when you see something that's inviting, it's something that you want to eat. For example, that piece of chocolate is very inviting. Or if a place is very inviting, it's like you want to go there. Now, if a person is very inviting, it means that they invite you to things. For example, they're very generous, they're very nice. So let's look at the opposite. Let's go a cottage. The cottages in, like, say, Valencia, like, it's Valencia in Spanish, but we call it Valencia. The colleges in Valencia are very disappointing with two P's. We aren't going to go back this year. Okay. So what I want you to do, if you'd like, is on your Facebook, not like homework, but you can please invent a sentence for me using the verbs, the past, the present, past tense, this vocabulary, and helpful and useless. Helpful is someone who helps you, and useless is something that's impossible to use, like, bleh, that person's useless. And I want you to put example sentences in the comments. Si puedes poner comentario en la sección en el chat, o algo. Si quieres componer o hacer frases con los adjetivos, con el presente, el past y el futuro, con el vocabulario. Vale. Before we go, I'm going to do one last thing. Okay? And this is title. The W. So this is normally not here. I'm a teacher for children. And I learned title. Where am I going? I learned something very, very, very important. Okay? This is the W. This is a sound that exists in modern Spanish, yes, but people have problems, Spanish people especially have problems with this sound. It comes out a lot of the time like good, like g. When for us it's w. So the trick to learning how to do this sound is by getting a piece of paper first of all. Okay? So when we make the w, so I'm going to give you a few. What will Willie want? Okay? So this is your sentence. What will Willie want? See that w. When you put your hand in front of your face, you should feel a air. W. So what I do with the children is the thing I learned in Jollyphonics. Children is I take a piece of paper, thin piece of paper, not too big. I make Willie. And Willie is a worm. Un gusano is a worm. And what you do is you put Willie into your hand, and if Willie flies, you're making the sound correctly. So, Wa. Again. Wa. What will Willie want? What will Willie want? Now you're not going. It's wah, wah, wah. You should feel the air there. Now my Willie isn't great, unfortunately. Wah. Right, and that's it. So, more or less, this is more or less how we're going to do the classes. I hope the classes are more dynamic in the future, but we'll have to see. I'll put this document in the information in the video, and if you could do me a favor and please follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. I assume you've already liked us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and we have a Patreon as well for extra content. So on Thursday I'm going to do another intermediate class. Tomorrow I have the advanced class, and on Wednesday I have basic English, more for like teenagers and people. Okay, so if you have any comments, please put them in the Facebook. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact us. Por favor, si puedes, síguenos en YouTube, Facebook y todas las cosas. Y voy a hacer más clases gratis esta semana. Mañana tenemos la clase avanzada. El miércoles tenemos de ¿cómo se llama? Beginner, principiante. I can't remember to say that. Like las cosas básicas. Y vamos a repetir también las clases. So, I will see you here tomorrow, or I will see you here on Wednesday, or I'll see you here on Thursday. Okay, bye bye.